That's how bad all the sides looked, was the side he's working on. They're very dark, very weathered. Stain was shot. These sides we did yesterday, so they're pretty dry. You can see how dry it's going to be, how it's going to look naturally. Get all that black crap off from it. So it's nice and smooth. We didn't tear up the wood. There's no issue there. Got a little fuzzies here and there, but that'll all, we hand sand before we stain. We hand sand, get off any fuzzies. We use an oil-based stain. It's called TWP 1500. Best oil-based stain I've ever run into, ever used. Will not switch ever. Obviously, unless they change their formula, which paint companies are used to doing, normally doing. We still gotta do the chimney, and this front side we still gotta do. This side isn't too weathered. It's not really black, if you will, like the other side is. Don't mind the silicone. Customer put silicone on it. Don't do that. We're going to try to get off as much as we can. Putting caulk on here on something like this isn't too big of a deal. Just try to get it the same color as the stain. The clear silicone is not good. Once we put stain over top of that clear silicone, it won't cover. It'll just separate. So again, we're going to try to get off as much of that as we can. You can see we started a test patch up on the front porch here. I'm going to try to give you a view on through the railing here. That was less weathered. It looks dark, but that's only because it wasn't weathered from the sun. You can actually still see a little bit of sheen to it as well. So it's a little harder to get that off, but we are able to do it. Just put a little more time into it. Luckily, it's just the front section here underneath this porch, just like that. So that'll be the spot that will take us the longest. We got a chemical we can use too that'll help strip it off a little bit more. It's a biodegradable chemical we use, so it's not dangerous to the environment or anything. We're very environment conscious around here, which is why we are using a water trailer. This customer has a well. He's out in the middle of nowheres. I'm not about to burn up his well or run it dry, especially this year. We've had a really dry year, which as a painter I'm not complaining about. We have a water trailer that we use. Luckily he's got a pond on the property too, which is beautiful. Normally I would take the water trailer once it emptied down to the town and fill up at their municipal water fill station. Costs around $2.50 to fill up the trailer with water. Not expensive at all. It's actually used a lot more money on fuel to get it down there and back versus the water itself. So, but again, we lucked out here. Customer has a pond on the property, so we could just suck it right out of the pond, put it right in the trailer. And if you're saying, well, it's probably dirty water you're putting it on the logs, it's actually not very dirty. This is a beautifully kept pond. You can, as you can see the bottom. So it's nice water. Doesn't stink. I mean, he says he doesn't do much here. It's pretty much naturally takes care of itself. So I mean, most of us would kill for a piece of property like this. Give you another look at like I said, we haven't done the front yet. We left the fun side for last. Probably can't see much. Let me get you out of the sun. Hang on.